Welcome to rabbithatchradio, the only tokusatsu podcast that refuses to die because it might be a ghost reference.
I'll take that. I'm one of your hosts, Gia or Gia.
I'm the number 2 of the hosts, Dom.
I'm the tertiary writer, Morgan.
Break up. Good.
So, this week on Rabbit Hatch Radio, we saw 3 things this week, huh? Didn't we? As we always do, forever.
Ooh, that might be a stretch.
We watched Kamen Rider Saber episode 29. No, there's no I mean, you better shut the fuck up.
Oh, no, we watched something else at like 5 in the morning.
No, yeah, we'll talk about that a bit later. We'll talk about it a bit. You gotta talk about it then.
Oh, wait, that's what you mean.
Okay.
You know what? We gotta talk about that this episode.
Yeah. So, we watched. See, Don, now you broke my train of thought. I'm going to punch you now. Kamen Rider Saber episode 29, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger episode 5? Yeah, 5. And Power Rangers Dino Fury episode 6. So, hey Gia, what happened on Kamen Rider Saber this week? I'm glad you asked, youngin.
As you can see, the clones are back. I'm pretty sure one of them's drinking coffee in the corner.
Yeah. So. This week we kind of had what some would call the climax of Rentero's arc, even though he's done nothing for like the past 10 episodes.
No, I think this episode would be like the climax.
Are you a jokester, Don? Are you a jokester now?
You can call me
Funny man, aren't ya?
Joker.
Alright, so
You've been watching too much or double.
So it starts off with Mei and Rentero on the rooftop where, you know, everything happens. Every serious talk in Saber happens. And Rentero was like, huh. When Thomas said there was a boy in the book, I thought it was bullshitting because that sounded stupid. But it turns out he wasn't capping. So Mei's like, yeah. And so Rentero's like, okay, I'm gonna go do things now. So he's gonna go back to the sort of logos and truly see how he can fight with Toma and the others. And so that's when they gave us the exact same scene from last week, introducing Reika's brother, in which I said, wow, that's the same exact scene from last week, shot for shot. They just put it back in there.
And then I argued, like, wait, no, it cut off, like, right after he said, like, check out our new swordsman.
Sure.
I keep forgetting that I'm not on push to talk.
Are you?
No, I'm forgetting that I'm not on push to talk, so I'm like, I don't press the alt key.
Alright. So,
my entire life is on push to talk.
So Toma is happy that Rentero is gonna come over, and he wants to go to the southern base and back him up, just in case, you know, a fight finna break out. And so they're talking like, you know, we can't break into the barrier, you know, we're from outside. And then Yuri says, I can do it. And so like, alright, bet. So, because you're like, I don't know, Yuri explains that like, oh, my friend kind of came over recently, and Toma's like, Tassel? And then that's about it. And then he turns into the sword, you know. Turns into the sword.
Who is the shining sword?
And he's able to basically pull Toma's weight all across the entire gap to the southern base. I keep forgetting the sides of the base. I keep wanting to say the northern base.
Bro, when's the east base?
Me too. So over in the southern base.
B2 thing.
So over in the southern base, Rentero's like following Reika and notices that Reika's like opening a gate in the wall. He's like, huh, I've never ever seen this before, apparently. So he takes out his phone that he always had.
He puts like a stethoscope to the wall.
Yeah, and he's listening, and he hears. I'm forgetting Rentero's gender too. He hears that Reika has Sophia captive, and he's like, whoa, Sophia's been here the entire time? And so it turns out the entire reason they have Sophia captive is that Reika, and presumably the rest of the organization, is looking for a thing called the Secret Book of Making Human Lies. It's this,
AKA Mighty Novelettes.
sure, like I don't know where the hell this came up from, or I don't know, man. They just can't drop this on us. And so
I don't know, man.
she leaves.
You remember that like 2-week build up of nothing but like
The Book of Human Lies, yeah.
Yeah, they have Rika's talking about how much she likes the Book of Human Lives, and then Durandal's just sitting there silent for 2 weeks.
And so Sophia's like, I shall not tell you. And then Reika's like, if you don't tell us, I'll kill you. And then she just leaves. She goes back. I don't know if she actually told her, but like, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter.
Imagine that's like how like the police like interrogated like suspects. Is just like, tell us the rest of your like 10 years in solitary confinement. No. Alright, sure.
That's all we did all can do. So Rintaro goes to like the master logos, right? And he's like, I know the traitor. It's Reika. She's a bitch. And Master Logos is like, actually, Reika is not a bitch. He's super good. And you are trash. And so they have this back and forth argument of like, what do you mean? Like, this goes against our principles. Like, what? And Master Logos is like, actually, my plan all along is to say fuck principles because I want to rule the world.
I want to become the superintendent.
Exactly. And so another weird lore drop that I guess no one ever brought up. Rintaro just suddenly goes, well, what do the sages think about this? And then the Master Logos goes, the sages? I killed them a long time ago. And I was just sitting there like, who the fuck are the sages?
Bro, you remember, he killed Senin from Ghost.
Sure. So he's like, all right, sort of Logos is trash now. I'm gonna beat up everybody. So he transforms, and then
to base form.
Yeah, the base form, and then Durandal shows up and like backhand him with his sword. And that's when we learn his name is Ryoga, Reika's brother, aka Common Rider Durandal.
I think Durandal's kind of a dumb name.
Yeah, and I also think his jingle is weird. It doesn't even sound like a jingle; it just sounds like fucking beep boop noises. They got the Friday Night Funkin' for the jingle, man.
Can you play that song that goes beep bop beep boop?
So I forgot the direct translation of what his sword means, but it basically has like a time theme. He can pull out the blade out of the handle, and it says Kaiji Areisha, and then he can put it back in and it says Reset Kaiji, which basically, Dom, you're probably right when we were watching it. I think it basically just is King Crimson.
King Crimson Noriyuku.
It can both erase time, but also go back to the point. It's like King Crimson and Tracer.
I want to be Tracer.
Does that mean that Toma's final form is going to be Gur?
Yes.
Gur from Invader Zim?
Yeah.
Kamen Rider Durandal no Noriyuku.
Imagine like next episode's not even like it's just that one episode of Golden Wind, except it's just like PNGs of like Toma's face from the anime.
They legio face effects the characters over the JoJo characters.
Gamiyama Toma, as a last gift, I'm showing you my ability.
Is that? I still stand by the fact that.
Wait, actually, that did happen this episode.
Yeah, no, that's literally what just happened.
This is pain.
Okay, so at the same time, so like Rintaro has no idea what's going on because like they're just suddenly teleporting all across the room and stuff, and Durandal's like jumping around and teleporting. But at the same time, Yuri and Toma get there, and they're realizing that they're also starting to teleport all over the place. Like it seems like they're going forward in time and shit.
Someone put on the light switch, Toma, hurry!
So Rintaro gets his ass kicked, right? And then Toma's there like, wait. Wait,
Does he ever
I don't know.
not get his ass kicked?
Yeah. He goes like, alright, elemental dragon time. And so they time teleport to like a parking garage, and then Toma starts teleporting with all the elements. I don't know why he does, he just does.
He's now the prime conduit from Infamous.
Exactly, he's the Avatar. So, and he's like, all right,
The Green Ninja.
Durandal's like, I teleported Rentaro in my hand. Give me your sword. Give me your books, or I chop his head off. He was like, shit.
Oh no.
And then he winks over to Yuri.
Yeah. So Rentaro was like, what? Oh fuck! I lost again. Oh, wait, Toma's here, and he's like, and Rentaro's like, why are you trying to fight for me, Tova? Like I've been kind of a shitty friend like the past since episode 16, and Toma, I could say Rentaro again, and Toma's like, remember that promise we made? That both you, me, and Kento made. The one that all of us are following. Yeah, for sure. Like I want to keep that promise since fucking no one else is.
I really like to think that like Kento just remembers that and occasionally like, oh yeah. Anyways, time to disregard Luna entirely.
So Rentaro has a breakdown on the floor, and then he's like, bro, I used to fuck with those sort of logos, but now they trash. And then he pulls a Mega Man Zero, whatever the fuck. He goes, what have I been fighting for?
No, this isn't happening.
There is no reason for me to go on. What? What am I fighting for?
And so he's like, all right, I want to fix this. And then Toma's like, no, we're gonna fix this. And so they both get their ass beat. And then Yuri comes out of the shadows, and he's like, all right, I'm here. He goes, it's fucking Psycho Nico Shadow, starts fighting. And then we cut over to where Sophia's being held. And then Caliber breaks the force field that I guess was protecting her or some shit. And she's like, Caliber, Kamijo Daichi, whatever the fuck his name was. And then he untransforms, and it's Kento. And she's like, what? Espada? And then it cuts away. And so, it's fucking Yuri goes ex-swordsman. They put down other books. They make, the fucking. That's what I'm thinking
Fucking. Yeah, no, that's the writer jingle.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of the jingle, I did notice something about Durandal's jingle, which I think is kind of cool. Like, when he transforms, like, the actual jingle itself, I think the standby jingle is trash, but, like, the actual jingle itself, it just goes, time.
There's a joke I can make here, but, like, no one's gonna get it.
Time!
Make
Time
time
now!
for the audience at home, Dom.
I'm just gonna sip my water.
During this podcast, I was going to say, guys, you should go say happy birthday to Dom at his Twitter. That I'll probably put in the description because, he's such a good co-host. But now he's not telling us the jokes. Don't wish him a happy birthday.
Come
Fuck
on.
this guy.
Come on, Gia. I was gonna be like, after all of those things, I was gonna be like, also, special announcement. Wow.
Alright,
it's Dom's birthday.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do in editing and post? Everything I just said, I'm just gonna put like a beep over it so you can do it at the end.
It's gonna sound like a non-stop like string of you like cussing me out.
Yeah.
Oh, the editing on this episode's gonna be great.
Alright, so
if there's gonna be editing.
Alright. That's the April Fool's joke this time.
We're gonna be in December and there's gonna be April Fool's jokes.
Also, this is the April Fool's episode, apparently. So,
Alright. So Tova is like, alright, Rentaro, need to escape. Use Elemental Dragon, because apparently all the other writers can use it too. But we don't even know how far that goes. So he uses the book and it turns Rentaro into like pure water, and they like scoop up everyone and escape. So I completely forgot the scene where after they save Rentaro, Toma's like, all right, it's time to get out of here, and then Durandal teleports behind him and like slashes his back, and he's like, and then they escape.
And then there's blood.
Yeah, there's blood.
CGI blood.
And so
no, it's like actual blood.
Yeah, no, makeup blood. And so they go back to the base, and they're like, "Fuck, bro, Durandal's probably gonna be after us. What about the base? What about the base? We can't do it. We don't have a barrier. He's gonna get in."
And then Sophia steps from like behind the curtain and says, "I'll intervene."
Sophia
says,
Sophia walks in and says, "I'll step up," and she's just back now. And
she's also the CEO of Amazon.
Yeah, the barrier's up. She's taken over for Jeff Bezos. But they're like, what about Toma? Toma's kind of just like bleeding out on her floor, and Yuri suddenly remembers, wait, I can heal people. So he starts healing Toma. And that's the end of the episode. And we get the teases next week in which I proved to Toku Twitter and Dom that I was right. The tease from episode 28 is May's gonna be a Megid. Fuck you, Dom.
Shut up. Listen, man, after the Fudo's Detective announcement, I kind of just didn't care about Saber anymore.
Shut up, dude. Yeah, and Rintero's gonna fight, and we're probably gonna see the final form, like, next week. So, Dom, what did you think about Kamen Rider Saber episode 29?
Well, I think Durandal's like whole gimmick with time is actually kind of well done, mostly because it's stealing from another character. But I think that they could do some fun stuff with him, like if he has like a second book that he can use to like straight up just pause time. But like, it's way too late to just start like introducing like brand new like plain Wonder Ride books. Like I doubt they're gonna introduce like another Bremen No rock band this late.
Ocean History, with the second book, Sea World.
Shamu's Adventure. Unleash the Shamu.
Exactly.
Shamu Bateau.
Any other thoughts besides Durandal?
No.
Many thoughts. None Durandal.
Go on.
But I think that this episode's alright. It's one of those few times where like they just gets the case of like, oh, why didn't you do that literally this entire season?
Yeah.
Or like the fact that randomly that elemental dragon can be used like Hyper Muteki. Like being like a power up to their like elements. When they didn't establish this at all, it was just like kind of randomly Rintaro can randomly become water.
I guess it's just something Toma kept secret. Like, just in case I'm ever in this situation, I'll make Elemental Dragon do this.
Just to spite Rintaro. He's not gonna let him use Elemental Dragon ever again.
Any other thoughts?
Not really. Saber. Nothing's really happening in Saber right about now.
Alright.
Does Kamen Rider Saber even exist at this point?
Shifting over to Morgan. What did you think about episode 29 of Saber?
It was fine.
Not again.
God damn it.
We're gonna be our deathbed, and we're just gonna get thrown out to give us like a eulogy, and he's just gonna say like they were fine.
At Dom's funeral, I'm gonna be the only person who ever speaks at the funeral to like, announce the death is like, Dom.
He was fine.
Life and times of Dom. They were fine.
I'm gonna be in my deathbed with Morgan at my bedside. I'm gonna reach out my hand slowly and be like, "Did I live a good life?" And he was gonna be like, "It was fine."
It was fine.
And that's when I die. Exactly after that.
It's because Morgan said that you die.
You gotta have the "it was fine" type of inflection, otherwise it doesn't work.
You're right. So, do you actually have like any thoughts though? Like, come on. What do you think about Durandal or Rentaro or Reiko?
Or did you not bother to watch the subs?
If you didn't
because
watch
you
this
thought
episode.
Morgan superhero type was good enough.
No. I like Rintaro. He's pretty fun. I say that like he's a new fucking character.
Feels like one.
Man, this new Rintaro guy is awesome.
bro, this new Rintaro dropped.
Babe, wake up! New Rintaro dropped.
New secondary dropped.
No,
New
but
blades drop.
I did like Rintaro this episode. As
I think
fucking weird as like it feels to me. I couldn't really describe that though.
I feel like Rintaro at this point is just kind of like, you know how like, I think I brought this up last time, but like, you know how those points in like build, where like they have like they show like
bro, you need to
shut
up.
Do you know what you're talking about?
I know what I'm talking about, but like, you know that one, like, I think it was be the one where they show like Gentaro napping, and there's just like, hey, what do you think Gentaro's doing right about now? And then it just cuts to him in like full on jammies, like napping. I feel like that's what Saber's like right now. What's
like Rintaro doing?
Hey yo, what's Ren doing? It's just cuts to him playing like chess against himself.
Yeah,
I think
it's time for the #1 Saber fan to give their opinions. Step aside.
Oh yeah. Can you give us can you give us your like eternal, divine opinions about Kamen Rider Saber, your favorite show ever, topping even double in your favorite show, Kiva?
You're right. I do love me some Kiva. If Wataru was a real, I'd marry him.
Oh wow! I didn't know you could actually go through with that.
I thought he was trying to throw up in the middle of that.
Kiva. This might come as a surprise to some.
Did you?
I thought this week's Saber was good. I thought this week's Saber's episode was actually decent, pretty good.
Like, you know what it feels like right now? It feels like in Cabin in the Woods, where they go through the whole like sacrifice thing, and all you see is that like Eldritch Horde's arm busting through the Earth's surface. I feel like that's about to happen.
I have no idea what that reference was, but like, sure. So my thoughts. I'll start with Durandal Savage. His gimmick is cool. I still think his suit is ugly. I think his sword / trident / spear, or whatever the fuck Writer Wiki wants to call it, looks pretty cool.
I mean, it's Writer Wiki.
I even though there's probably not much they can do with just like the sword, I still think, or not still think, I think the way he like does the time movements looks pretty tacky. Like, it feels weird in the middle fight. He's just like taking out the sword over and over and putting it back in.
Honestly, I feel like it would have been better as like a watch or something, but like,
yeah,
Wizard already kind of did that.
My whole thing is that I feel like he's just gonna be what Sabella is, and just dumbed down to a mook. Just one mook.
Like next episode, he like turns into like a throwaway Megan.
Yeah.
Next episode, he just like very slowly morphs into a putty from NMPR.
I was gonna say that. He just goes henshin, and then he just goes boo boo. Starts fucking dancing.
He becomes
around.
like a masquerade grunt from Double.
But yeah, I just hope he'll pose as a decent threat and give like actually something interesting. Because for a while I've been wanting Reika to do something interesting, and she's been kind of just sitting around, slapping Sophia whenever she feels like it. So yeah, Durandal's mad. Do something more with him. Time thing is cool. I still do not like how they're just dropping random shit on us every episode. Not every episode, but like, you know, just random bits of lore that we suddenly don't know exist until this episode. Like, what the fuck is this Book of Human Lies?
Also, Toma is literally Peter Pan.
Why the fuck is why is there a Book of Human Lies? How is that going to be in jail? What are they going to use it for? Are they gonna? It's going to tell them how to lie? Your villain?
They're just going to blackmail the villains.
I was about to say, like, is your villain so bad at like, you know, doing villain shit that he has to read a book about lying?
No, they're just Toma's going to walk in, and it's just going to be like, I know you lied about checking out 72 magic tricks to do at home with only nickels. And the villain's gonna be like, what the fuck? Why do you know that? And then Toma's gonna go, you still have to pay your library fee.
Yeah, Mr. X becomes the brand new Kamen Rider.
I also am very interested in knowing what the fuck the sages were, apparently, because they were never brought up by like any writer until this episode.
Actually, watch it. This is like it's either like a really like, it's like how what they're doing with gems and like randomly confirming that X-Aid and 01 take place in the same universe.
We're gonna get to that.
This is like gonna be like connecting like either Wizard or Ghost to Saber.
They'll be like, bro, what the hell are the sages? And then before we can even learn more about the sages, he just goes, I killed the sages, and so they don't matter, I guess. I think like Rintaro's development, just in my general opinion, I think Rintaro's like one of the most well-written characters in Saber, but that's not saying much because Saber's written by some fucking fuckheads. I don't know.
Number one Saber fan, by the way.
Yeah. Rintaro's like whole conflict of trying to be loyal to this thing that trained him his entire life, but at the same time, he also wants to be loyal to like the actual people he's fought alongside with, like Toma and Kento and all the others. But at the same time, it's just so hard betraying the organization. And so then he kind of comes to like this conclusion or this result that the organization and family he was so loyal to was actually just the thing he thought the organization was. And through then, he's able to come to the resolve of, yeah, you guys suck, so I'm going to fight for the organization I used to fight for. And I'm going to beat you guys until you're like them.
I feel like spoilers for pretty much the entirety of Drive.
What, Dom?
But you can't tell me that this doesn't like have Chase vibes.
Shush. Not really.
That's mid-series.
Chase was kind of more like, wait. The Chase was more like a fucking video game that your data got corrupted for, and then you're able to restore the data. You know, you got an old save on your emulator.
Like you lost like the save on like a flash drive.
Yeah, or you know, your Nuzlocke shuts down and you have to try to restart it.
We're never doing that Nuzlocke again. Like.
Inside.
Maybe we'll like live stream it or something.
We should do it for your birthday tomorrow. Oh
we're
yeah,
not live streaming
I'm beeping that out too.
No. For Don's birthday, we should definitely just hop in TWN. Fucking randomizer Nuzlocke. Absolutely.
No, that's no. Last time I lost Garo, and what was the Jolteon's name?
Wasn't it just Garo?
I think it was Pikachu.
No, it was Tatoba. Because we kept.
It was Tatoba.
No, it was Tatobo.
Tatobo, yeah, because I messed up. Avenge the Fallen.
Okay, we're getting too far.
Hey.
Are you saying that Tatobo is trash?
No.
Rabbit Hatch Radio. Nuzlocke. Dom birthday Nuzlocke live stream race thing.
It's gonna be so jarring to anybody like listening to this because they're probably gonna be like doing something else while listening to this, and all they're gonna hear is Rabbit Hatch Radio beep stream tomorrow, like, you know.
You suck.
Yeah. I'm gonna fucking ear boost that shit too. You're gonna be really
he's gonna butcher the audio, so like randomly.
It's gonna sound reversed.
Yeah. He's gonna take clips of it, like me saying like "decade good" is going to be completely like either like bleeped out or like reversed. Okay. I sound like I'm trying to summon a demon.
So basically, yeah, I think the arc conclusion for Rinter is pretty good, and I genuinely think the scene in the parking garage where he actually like spills out how he feels about the organization, and like has that one line where he's just like, well, fine then, let's just destroy the organization. And then Toma's like, yeah, are you for real? And he's like, no. Like, I thought that was I like that scene. Genuinely one of the best scenes, well written scenes in Saber, in my opinion. My only worry is that I feel like his character might regress, or is gonna feel like for the rest of the season he's not gonna have anything to do up after he gets his final form.
So, Fuwa.
Even still, Fu was just entertaining.
We need more of him calling people Homo sapiens.
Yeah, more eclairs, bro. They really forgot about the eclairs after like episode 4.
No. She brought it up. She was like, "I'll have like all the eclairs you can eat this episode."
Sure.
No, that's literally what she said.
I forgot. I still think the elemental dragon thing was weird. Yuri, it feels like Yuri's just like such a forgetful character, and it pisses me off. Like, you can't just introduce this character who's basically like a fucking god, but he never does anything. Like, why do you go in to the fight with only Shadow when he clearly still has ex-swordsman? Like, why not just start off with that?
I don't know. Maybe his plan was to use ex-swordsman as like a last result. Like,
Why?
what if it turns out like every time he uses it, he like loses connection to the Earth realm?
The Earth? Once in the Mortal Kombat, is that the Elder Gods? Is Tassel an Elder
You
God?
can't tell me he doesn't remind you of Raiden. Why
From like the movie. I'll come back to you now at the turn of the tide. So, and I mean, it also just makes me mad, since I've said this many times ever since like the episode Buster came back to the team. How come Yuri just forgets he can heal people? It can be used so many times. In the entire episode when Buster beats up Toma, he's just like, well, nothing I can do about this. Like, why? I hate it here. And like,
No.
Sure, I could possibly take the explanation of like, maybe there's like a certain amount of damage he can't heal, but at the same time, in the debut episode where he shows off his healing ability, it's healing both. It's healing Toma when he took a beating from like Disaster, Storius, and Ren, and also healing Mei when Mei took like an explosion point blank. Also, I know it's for comedic effect, and like, you know, it's supposed to be haha funny, but we really need to realize that Mei took an explosion point blank.
You know, it feels like if Akiko was also like Superman.
Is Mei like Frieza level?
Easily. I could probably.
I was about to say, is Mei a planet buster?
Using my poor understanding of math, I could probably wank it there.
Wank it there.
That's the term.
I think lowballing it. I think Mei is like Cell level at the very least.
So yeah, maybe that's why they haven't turned into a Spada yet. She's just a planet buster by herself. She's been holding back her power. She's about to unleash it next episode, actually, when she turns into a Megadome. I don't know how to deal with that.
She's gonna die. So sad.
That'd be funny if they died. That's fucked up to say.
It'd be funny if they died. Gia 2021.
Actually, speaking of which, there was a rumor a long time ago about Blades' final form. So, the one constant thing every writer form got right, or every leak got right about Rentaro, is that his gimmick would be similar to Rampage Vulcan with like a spinny thing somewhere on the gimmick.
Oh, yeah.
And the final form, which is name I do not remember because I don't care that much about...
It's like mained something like Lion or Senki.
Fucking Super Mega Senki, right? It has a little spinny thing on the book that can change like the powers of animals, and it can also summon past riders, I guess. No, I say not like past riders as in other seasons, but like past riders and Saber in their lore.
Yeah, no, I was gonna be worried if like
he spins the book and just decay.
Not even like decades, like it's like gills.
Just shows up and it's just yeah. Wait a minute.
He does the whole spin.
Let's fucking go!
You're laughing so loud, my mic is picking it up through my headphones.
like it's this like winter portal effect. Now goes killed, and he just goes gah.
Gah! He spins the book and summons June from the OneDrive movie.
It's not even June. It's Gen.
Oh my god!
He puts the book into the sword slot of the driver. And then Aruto Hiden of Kamen Rider 01 fame pops out.
Bro, if they go back
Either
to like
that
the
or
show,
Sentai ebooks after they predicted the belt would have a hole you could fuck.
God, Sentai ebooks really was our prophet,
bro.
Anyways, I got so off topic about what I was trying to say. Basically, there was one leak that had the spinny thing and also said in the same page or whatever. After Rintaro uses his final form, he will get killed.
Bruh.
And so I think it'd be kind of shitty, but it also, on one hand, it'd be an excuse for them to just write him out of the show if they don't have any more use for him. And also, on the other hand, I just think it'd be funny if he's just like, "Hey, Toma, I want."
Actually, it might be one of those things where it's like, remember how? I mean, I'm gonna assume.
I was about to say, like, what are you about to spoil, though?
I'm gonna assume the listeners are fairly caught up with 01. I say as if it's still going, but like it's like that one. It's like the episode where 02 debuts. How like the entire episode, like we are building up to this big fight, and then like all of a sudden, like everyone's dying.
I remember watching that episode with you, and just like
the second Bowser died, he popped off.
Seeing
the hate runs that deep.
No, it was like such a whiplash of reaction because the arc just came down to fight Fuwa, Yaiba, and Thouser, and we just see him kill Thouser, and I was just like, yeah, and then he killed Fuwa, and it was like, no.
And then everyone died, and then
I was like, wait, Thouser's not dead?
And then Dyson no Bakudon bites the dust.
Okay, we're getting off topic as fuck. Good job, Saber. I feel like you're gonna drop the ball, but try to keep it up. Anyways, have y'all ever seen Zenkaiger?
No, actually.
No, I don't know. You mean that new Power Rangers season?
What the hell were we just doing then?
Dino Fury.
Shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Alright, so in Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger, these use robots, right? And specifically on episode 5 of this joint, right? So we end off from since last time. Vroom was like, I know the parents. And so they're interrogating Vroom of like, how do you know these people? And Vroom's like, wait, no, I've only heard of these guys. Are they your parents? And so Kaito's like, damn, I miss my parents. So he can't sleep, right? And he goes down to like the kitchen or something, and Grandma's there, and it's like, I miss your parents. So they're both sad, and then we see Juron kind of eavesdropping on them. And so while they have their talk, Kaito's like, I should just like try to find them in whatever parallel world they've ended up in. And then he realizes Vroom used to work for the Toji Tendo. He might know where the parallel worlds are. So he's like, Vroom, wake the fuck up, and Vroom's like, and so they go to the spot where Vroom was first put into their world, and he's like, oh yeah, I came out of like a sky wormhole, like a parallel world gate that the Toji Tendo opened. And so Kaito tries to, a funny slapstick moment, Kaito tries to like jump in the air and see if the portal like suck him in or something, and he fails.
I personally want to see Zenkaiser in Space Jam 2.
Yes. So they hear people screaming. And there's like this monster who's like pressing people together and wrapping them in seaweed and sticking them to fucking benches and park stuff and shit. Or whatever the fuck. Something shit. Black fuck chi ka faki chucho cham bam bara chan barara. So
No, not yet.
The monster is also sticking people with like wasabi, though it looks like Nickelodeon slime, as joke of Morgan. Congratulations. You are funny. And so Kaito's like just staring off somewhere, and then Jiran's like, "Hey, monster!" And Kaito's like, "Oh shit, right!" And so he's super angry going into the fight. He's like, "Take me to your leader! I want to go to the Toji Tendo. Give me your shit. I want to go fight." And so Jiran's like, "All right, clearly Kaito's off the rails. You guys take care of the people. I'm gonna go fight." So Jiran goes into the fight, and the rest of the team kind of find out that the sushi's unbreakable. You can't pull them apart.
Yeah, my favorite JoJo part, sushi is unbreakable.
Exactly. With Joe Soupy.
And Koichi roll.
Exactly. So, God, I'm not losing my track of this episode because of JoJo. Part 6, baby.
I don't know.
The monster sticks Kaito and Juran together. And that's supposed to be the kind of thing this episode. They're stuck together. And something I like, in which I think a lot of seasons, just in general Toku seasons, that's more childlike, kind of fail at, is that Kaito kind of immediately learns his lesson after he gets stuck to the bench. He looks around, he's like, "Fuck, damn it." So the rest of the team goes home to do it, but at the same time, well, they're stuck over there. Yeah, Kaito's like, "Shit, I failed. God damn it." But I fucking love Zenkaiger for this. I hope they keep up like the lesson of the week every week with this kind of, I don't know if I'd say like good writing. Yeah, good writing. So Kaito's like, "Man, I messed up. I did all this because I was kind of selfish about my parents." But at the same time, Jiran goes, "Hey, it's not your fault for caring about your missing parents, dude. Like it's no one can fault you over trying to do something that's extremely important to you." I like that balance they had of hey, it's okay to worry about the stuff that you've been worrying about, but at the same time, Kaito can also realize when he messed up. Good lessons on Kaiju.
Yeah, no, I think that's just a thing that a lot of like TV does. Is that like they always have that one episode where the two characters are put into like the friendship shirt, you know?
Yeah.
Where it's like they're stuck together for the entire episode and have to learn a lesson. In this, it's just so they can go, man, and then they like get out of it once they're actually needed.
Yeah. So back at the base, Gaon has a plan of making sushi rice and using its scent to learn the monster. So the next day, they make out sushi rice in the middle of this random Toei field number like 3 or something. And they learn the monster and they start fighting. But this time, the monster comes in, right? The general guy, Burishitara, with like his rockets and shit. And he's like, "All right, I shall fight too." And they have a bunch of quips during the fight about like, "Hey, this is a restaurant. You know, you can't eat here. It's not a restaurant with a show. You know, all a bunch of sushi quips." And so the bird calls Kaito and Jiran. He's like, "Hey, the rest of the team need your help." And so Kaito's like, "All right, bet." And so Kaito gains his resolve, pulls out his little gun, and uses one of the power up gears. He uses the Q Ranger gear, and I kind of like how how the gear kind of implies that like fucking the spirit of Lucky like possessed him, because he just goes "Yosha Lucky," and he's like, what?
And also, I want to say how like perfect the timing was, because like the day before, you're like bored, so we're like, "Hey guys, how about we watch?" And Gia was like, "Hey guys, how about we watch Sentai?" I was like, sure, why not? And then we get to like Sasori Orange's debut, and then we were like, "Yeah, let's call it a night." And then we wake up, new Zenkai episode. I feel like we're just cursed to predict the future.
Okay, so yeah, and so they use the Kyuranger gear to give them a giant boost of luck that sends their bench, like first a fire hydrant pushes their bench over, onto a truck that brings him over to a bunch of balloons that float him up in the sky over to where the fight is, and then they fall on top of the monster. It's a very humorous scene.
Quite amusing.
Funny, yeah. So they also do a little change, change Zenkai bum 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 bum, and I love it because then they transform. First, they actually did a whole special transformation with both of them, and then they did a little cute roll call, and they're like, the two of us make a Zenkaiju roll. The writing in this show is so fun. I love it. So they do a whole fight. They kill the sushi guy, and they're able to break out. And then the sushi man goes big. And then they're like, all right, time to go giant robot mode and fucking something Zenkai, Kikai Henge. And the monster is like, no, you all are now sushi. And Kaito's like, shit, stop, no sushi. And the bird is on the the bird is on the little microphone, the communicator, like, use Ryu Soldier for some reason, just use it. And he's like, okay, bum 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 bum. And he uses the Ryusoken, the sword from Ryu Soldier, and slices up the little sushi machine that the monster has to free the guys. And then they do a giant combination with both of them. I will say, it's going to be very interesting for most Megazord fights, seeing as, usually Sentai has one mech fighting, and then we usually don't get a second mech until the sixth comes in. But now we have probably always going to have 2 Megazords on the field at a time, so they're going to have to make it interesting to see why they just don't get beaten 2-on-1 all the time. So yeah,
I mean,
they fight.
That might change soon, but
oh yeah, they fight, beat him up, kill him, and before the general goes back to his base, Kaito jumps on his back and he's like, "You're gonna take me to your base." And he's gonna "All right, bet." And so he tries going through the gate, and the gate stops Kaito. And he's like, "Oh, god damn it." And then they go home. And Kaito's like, "Well, I'll find my parents someday." And they're trying to give speculation of how come Kaito wasn't able to go in? Maybe you have to be a Kakainoid, or maybe you have to be work for the Toji Tendon where there's a password. And then in the middle of them speculating, Gaon just goes, "Hey! Tell me how my food is!" And then they all share a laugh. So, Dom, Kikai Sentai Zenkaiju?
were you about to say Kikaiju
What do you think about this fucking show, man?
I think it's fine. No.
I'm gonna choke you.
Do it.
I will after you give me your thoughts.
A birthday strangling.
I'm bleeping that out too, yeah. Continue.
But yeah, no, I think that so far, Kikai, yeah, oh my god, I said it!
Hey, you suck now!
It's
Says
only
you.
a matter of time until I fall as well.
Anyways,
I was about to say, what do you think of this fucking show?
I think that Zenkaiju is. I feel like it's gearing up so far. I really like what they're doing with the legacy stuff, even though it's not on the nose, like some people are saying. I remember when I couldn't sleep. It was at night. Yeah, no, I passed out dead the night that we watched the anniversary stuff for Ryder. And then the day after, I couldn't sleep, so I was just scrolling Twitter. I saw one guy say that he was disappointed with how they weren't doing full-on anniversary stuff.
Yeah, I saw that. I think.
Yeah, no.
Fuck that guy. How I feel about it is that honestly, I think it's more interesting how they're instead of doing what basically every anniversary season has done, and it's just another form they take when they fight. I like how they're actually using it either for things in the writing room, or shit, how is he gonna do this? They can just use it here, or they're using this as little plot points or things that can help progress the plot, or even just as jokes. Because I think the way they used the Key Ranger here was honestly funny. I love that. Oh, he got Lucky's luck. He was able to go all the way over there. That's how they were able to do it while even stuck to the bench.
That it's a little refreshing to have a legacy season that doesn't have them
like change
having
into
to
the
go-
Rangers.
Yeah, no, that and have to go out of their way to go unlock them.
Yeah, it's also just like with the way they use the gears. I feel like episodes and just like problems can be solved way more creatively because they have 44 other teams to like make up powers for. So it would just be like in general more fun to watch. Like, oh, they're just turning into them and then fighting and then turning back and then doing their finisher.
Yeah, no, I think that Zenkaiser is pretty dang nice.
Pretty damn nice, even.
Oh.
All right, thank you for tuning into Rabbit Hatch Radio. Dom's off the fucking show.
we were going to talk about the 50th anniversary stuff, but like,
I gotta ask Dom, are you like jingling some keys over there?
No, it's one of those like ring things. Like
oh yeah, your metal rings. Put the rings down now.
I'm not putting the rings down.
I swear to God, if it's just gonna be the entire podcast, you're just gonna hear Dom like it sounds like Tom's like jingling keys in front of a baby or something.
Yeah, no, it's gonna get closer to the mic, and it overtakes my audio.
I'm gonna actually kill you. I'm the one that edits the audio.
Tom's audio is suspiciously missing from the entire episode.
Morgan,
so it's just.
What do you think about Zenkaiger?
Talking to himself.
What?
Oh my God.
After you guys started rambling, I just kind of checked out.
I hate doing this show. Morgan, what do you think about Zenkaiger?
Oh, I liked it. No, that's all the time I have.
Oh, come on, bro. What do you think about the Q Ranger gear?
The Q Ranger gear was
fought?
The Q Ranger gear was used really well. I like the fact that Lucky just kind of went in and was like, I am now Kaito.
I am thou art I.
I liked the Kikin... not the Kikinoid. I liked the robot they fought.
Sushi World.
Yeah, I think it was a very creative thing. That's probably the right word.
In a question mark?
Maybe.
Maybe. It might be creative. I might just be out of touch.
You're out of time.
So I was gonna say that. Yeah, no. The robots or the monsters of the week, I really do enjoy them. Seeing as how they're just random parallel worlds. And next week is gonna be Trash World.
Bro, they got Decade in this show?
That's the joke I could have made. You flipped the switch here, buddy. I see. No, I'm the Decade hater here.
Now that I'm the Decade hater, you has to be the Decade enjoy.
Decade fighters.
That's the podcast now. We just talk about how bad or good Decade is, depending on the day.
I think Decade's kind of shitty. Kiva's in it, so, you know, bad show.
What was that? That was like Skeletor. Are you alright over there?
Hey, Gia. How do you feel about Zenkaiger? I'm glad you asked, Dora the Explorer.
What?
I think Zenkaiger is on a... It's on the it's still going... with its quality, you know.
I hope the show's still going.
Ends after episode 5. Yeah, no, the quality's still blazingly there. Like it's still just so fun to watch. The banner between the team is still just so great. Like I'm not gonna lie. No offense, Morgan. I was really iffy about this show at first, hearing it was written by the guy or the girl. Actually, yeah, I think it was the girl. The girl who read
Bruh!
The girl who wrote Lupat and Wizard. I was like, I don't know about this, man.
Bruh!
But
I mean, disrespected.
But so far, I've enjoyed the writing so much. Just like how all their personalities is brought forth to their banter and how they fight, and especially just the mix with like the suit actors and how great they are. Just as the Kikainoid team, they are so fun. And the choice of getting anime VAs, since they'd probably be way more emotionable or fucking better at emoting. Shut up. Since we were not seeing their faces and it's just like a disembodied voice with a suit. It's so fun to watch.
I think it is like going senile like
16.
Yeah.
I do like the lessons that I hope every lesson each week will be as good as this one, because it's very interesting. Because I feel like most shows, writers, Sentai, Power Rangers, whatever, would just have like Kaito not see how much of a problem he was until like the final fight against the monster of the week, or like until the end of the episode. But like literally the right after the one time he fucked up, he instantly realizes his issue, and it's just like, wow, shit. It feels refreshing that we're not going to be like stuck on it the entire time. In which I hope that's just a general.
Like he has a character.
Yeah, I hope it's just a general thing Zenkaijo keeps up of just not letting things that need to go on for too long like linger. They give exactly what we need to see and they just cut it off, which I like. Good job, good job, Lou Pat person. I'm sorry I didn't watch your other Sentai though. I kind of got bored.
Thank you, wizard person.
I haven't seen Wizard either.
I'm still on episode 2.
Wizard, more like Pissard. Oh.
Insert majority fandom opinion here. Wizard is boring. Are you a magician? No, I am a wizard.
Yeah, that's about it.
Alright, I was just sitting here waiting like, huh, so what is he gonna say to that? What are these fucks gonna say to it?
What is this cretin about to say in response?
Hey, I'm Kamen Rider Wizard.
I think still just the fight scenes are still really great. My giant wonder seeing all the suits before the show even started was like, those look bulky as shit and they're probably not gonna be all that flexible, but still they make the fights just so pleasing to watch and fun to watch. And that's, I'm hoping the fights are good in Tokusatsu, or else, that's the main reason I'm watching Tokusatsu. Why the fuck would I be watching this shit if the fights were shit?
I mean,
Ghost.
Under your breath, Dia is gonna blame his death on Takuru Tenkuji. No, I was gonna say, I was about to joke about being that guy with Garo, but like, I was about to say, like, yeah, no, the fights in Tokusatsu are like usually the highlight. Yeah, but then one thing that you can really depend on, even if the show is
shit.
Like, did Kiva have good choreography?
Honestly, I remember none of the fights in Kiva because I was too busy. I was too busy remembering the fucking love triangle they were having in the middle of the dumb show. I knew. I fucking hated the way sometimes.
The Kiva fans listening to this are gonna like crucify you.
I'm sorry, Kentaro.
Hi, daily exercise.
Daily exercise, I swear. Nago is like, really up there. My secondary writers, bro. I love Otoya. I love anybody who's
daily exercise. Don't hurt me. I like Nago.
Except I don't like that one guy that used the Exo. Like they used it on his boot. But like, we're not gonna talk about it. We'll love you, man. Make them daily exercises.
I mean, like, saying that you like the Kaitsa user is just really, that's pretty much what it's like saying that you like Iksa.
Yeah.
Like,
I like Nago and Otoya. I like both of them, but I like Otoya better because obviously Kohei Takeda is a fucking national treasure.
I feel like
international treasure, actually.
I feel like if Kohei Takeda ever dies, then like But all of Japan will just stop existing.
We're just over, bro. As a human race, we're just kind of done if he dies.
We need Kohei to tie it up.
So yeah, Zenkaiger's pretty good. I do like the setup that I think is happening personally, with the Toji Tendo and the professor, since the little like fucking tank guy is making something new to use, which I assume is the purple gears, the Toji Tendo gears. That, and he says like, oh, I have to use them on a human, and that's what I presume, you know, Stacy is going to be used for, the new guy or person, since apparently I guess their gender is ambiguous or whatever. I don't know. Whatever the actor says they are, I'll agree with that. My personal thing though is that it's just a guess. I think it's going to be, since I feel like it's such a trope in Sentai. I say that only guessing because I've seen a lot of Power Rangers. A trope in Sentai where, you know, the 6th Ranger starts off as one of the villains and turns into the 6th Ranger. I feel like the thing the professor is working on is 2 Kaiser's gear. And it's going to be given to Stacy. And Stacy's going to be like evil 2 Kaiser until they're able to convince him to join the team.
Actually, I feel like what their gimmick's going to be is that, since like the rumors are that it's going to be an evil gear Langer, I think it's going to be like, I'd rather say the Ultraman where they fuse previous Ultraman, but that's like
almost all of them now.
that's like saying that you like Kamen Rider.
I like the Kamen Rider that rides his bike.
They ride their bikes?
You're right. We haven't seen Toma's bike since episode 2.
No, I don't even think Toma has a rider machine anymore.
Bro, I like the Sentai with the Red Ranger.
So you don't like Zenkaiger?
Juron is literally right there.
But are they really Rangers?
The closest thing we have to Rangers.
Like Zenkaiger.
Like.
So anyways, the conclusion is Dom is stupid. Anyways, continue with my theory.
No, like Gaim call themselves Armored Riders doesn't mean that they're not Common Riders.
Okay, but they're not calling them Rangers, though.
Yeah.
They're mechs. They're mini mechs.
Armored
Alright, so basically to continue my theory of why I think Stacy's going to be 2 Kaiser. Also,
it's just to argue.
In all the rumors, 2 Kaiser is very rumored to have lots of Gokaiger theming, and with at least one of the forms. And so I think, because one, the Toji Tendo gears seem just like a huge reference to Bosco and from Gokaiger, and how he can use the keys to just basically summon those Rangers, and the gears can basically do the same thing and summon those teams. It'd be really cool if you started off first as evil, in reference to Bosco, and so when he turns good, he's just a general reference to the Gokaiger team, like turning good to evil, or evil to good.
But can he please also be a huge Sentai nerd? I need this.
Ikari guy.
What if Takaru from Garo?
You know, it'd be funny.
I miss Gokai Silver.
You know, it'd be funny.
What?
If he was just like the anti-Ikari guy. He's just like, I like Kamen Rider.
What's Super Sentai?
Do
you mean Power Rangers?
Bro, Power Rangers is for babies.
So, yeah.
I prefer adult shows like Dragon Ball.
Space Zero Gavin.
The fighting is fun. Banter is great. Writing is cool. The life lessons are surprisingly good. Keep it up, Zenkaiger. Have y'all ever seen Dino Fury?
No, what's Dino Fury?
You stated earlier this podcast we were watching Dino Fury.
Is that the new Sentai season?
So we start off in Void Knight's lair, right? Apparently Void Knight has like his own special chair, in which I think it's hilarious because it's not even like a throne, it's just like some fucking couch from like Goodwill. It's like, that's Void Knight's chair. Mucus is sitting on the chair.
I think that's Ashley from Goodwill. He just rubbed the Goodwill off screen.
I need your supplies for Area 62.
I need a good gaming chair so I can play Fallout New Vegas.
Honestly, I would watch an entire since Nickelodeon loves giving shitty things like fucking spin-offs. I'd love them for them to just have like a Void Knight spin-off that's just him fucking around.
It's just him playing video games. Like to save on like COVID costs, it's just him like screen recording him playing video games, or like the voice actor like voicing over like random clips off YouTube.
So yeah, we get the tease that Void Knight has like a secret basement where he has, I guess, like a special weapon in there. And also, the Void Knight is fed up with the two. He's like, "You guys fucking suck. Get something done, or I'll fucking kill y'all." And Nukas is like, "Alright, bet." So we cut to like the little little fucking building, and they're like, "Oh no, monster attack! Call the Power Rangers!" And the Power Rangers show up, and it turns out it's Amelia, or the Pink Rangers. I don't think I ever said her name once in the actual podcast. the Pink Ranger's dad, Amelia's dad, who they call Pop Pop, which I love that. He was covered in soap spuds and buckets and shit, and they're like, "Oh, monster!" So it turns out that, you know, it's the dad, and the dad is like, "I'm trying to clean this entire building." And so the Rangers are like, "We'll help you clean the building." And then Amelia walks under the ladder he was using to try and clean. And they're like, "Oh no, bad luck." And Ollie, sticking to his little character, is like, "Bad luck isn't real, dumbasses." And they're like, "No, it's real." And immediately shows off when Amelia rips her like sweater on the ladder. And he's like, "Oh, it's already beginning." And so she apparently goes to try and like change her clothes. But then she finds a Sporix that comes right in front of her and hatches. I like the line delivery in that scene where she's just like, "Aw, Sporix, damn it."
Not this alien creature that's going to decide the fate of the world.
I had plans today.
So she fights the monster by herself, and she gets destroyed so hard that her morpher breaks. And then the other Rangers show up, and they're like, "Hey, we'll fight." And then the monster shoots a blast at Amelia and deflects off like a fucking trash can lid, and it hurts Izzy and Javi. She's like, "Oh no, my bad luck." And then the other two, fucking Red and Blue, show up, and they start fighting. And again, the fucking line delivery here of like, Zeto's like, "I'll handle this," and he does the attack, his special little attack, and he's like, "Ha, guess you can't handle the heat." And then the monster comes back and hits him. and then he's like, "Whoa, I guess he handled the heat back at me." I was like, "Oh."
I don't know why, but this episode, every other lines in like the past couple episodes have felt like kind of natural. This one just felt like they became AI suddenly. Like, trying to
also
generate
at the same time, a lot of the lines are just funny, because then like they had like the monster had like a line of like, "Oh, that's ugly," and then Ollie is like something about their eyes, and then Ollie's like, "I can't believe I have to use my eyes to look at you," and the monster just goes, "That's fair." I was like, huh?
Understandable. Have a nice day.
And then they just leave.
It was like...
So yeah, no, Mucus stole Amelia's morpher and took it back to Void Knight. And Amelia's like, "Fuck, that's extra bad luck. They took my morpher, bro. I can't even morph. I should just go back to the base." So Zeto takes him to the base. Her to the base. And Void Knight's like, "Wow, Mucus, you fucking... you mistake of a being. You actually did something good for once." So Void Knight's plan. He's gonna fix up the morpher and give it to Boom Tower to sneak into the Rangers' base and take all their Sporix that they recovered. It's a flawless plan, because the Rangers won't be there because they'll be too busy fighting the monster of the week. And his name was like Smashstone or something. I don't know. All the monsters have dumb names in Power Rangers. It's fucking just natural. Back to the base. Amelia is sad while also helping the dinosaur lady try to fix the morpher. Solon, that's her name. She's fixing the morpher, and she's explaining, "Yeah, I have bad luck, and I'm not doing anything right today." And so I actually think a good lesson was actually taught this week. The Solon, the lady, is like, "Wow, maybe you're only down so much because you're focusing on all the bad things that's happening today, and that's giving you negativity. But if you look at the positive sides of things that happened today, you can feel better and actually fight. And she's like, okay, sure, whatever. And then that's when Boom Tower comes in. He just appears and is like, fucking, I'm here now.
And I think if they keep up the generals being this good, then like, I think Dino Fury might be like the best season ever.
Something I kind of noticed. I don't think it's too big of a deal, but doesn't it seem like Boom Tower has like a New Yorker accent?
You meant the throwaway monster?
No, Boom Tower himself. The monster had like a fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger accent. But like the Boom Tower seems like it kind of sounds like a New Yorker.
Are you saying that he enjoys New York pizza?
Yeah. Like, heist is kind of my deal, yeah. I'm a steal the Power Rangers.
Bro, if one of the Power Rangers eats deep dish, I want him to punch them in the face.
So Boom Tower's like, give me the Sporex or else I'll kill you. And Solon's like, you're gonna have to kill me. And then Boom Tower remembers that he watched Fully Cooley like 10 hours ago and said, you'll be the last dinosaur. Dom likes that one.
I'm gonna kill you. Actually, for real.
So also the rest of
one.
The rest of the team is fighting the monster of the week, right? And then since Amelia, she just happened to be there at the right time to fight Boom Tower. It's a stroke of good luck. So she starts looking up about things, and teleports Boom Tower and herself to the fight, and they start fighting, and they split off. The monster of the week, Smash Stone, starts going big, and so they green, black, and red summon the T-Rex champion Zord and goes to fight him. And they have, of course, a really great scene in which they try to make up a rock pun to fight, and Javi's like, let's rock and roll, and then Izzy goes, cringe. I just want to highlight that in the summary. So yeah, and then also down there, they're fighting Boom Tower, and they're like, the Rangers probably can't win because of his weird little rock power. And then Amelia is like, if I used my Ankylozord, we can kill him. So like, all right, good plan. They do the Dino Fury Megazord Ankylozord hammer formation. And they accidentally knock over. It's really weird how like they have like a fucking Tom and Jerry contraption, but instead it's just made of actual buildings and construction. They knocks over giant pipe, knocks over walls, has a dump truck fall down a slide.
I cannot believe that Haim Saban has played the hit game Mousetrap.
So yeah, they ended up, blocking up the monster and kill him. And they're able to save the Sporex from Boom Tower. And Boom Tower's like, that's supposed to be mine. And then Izzy says, okay, Boomer. And then they go back to Pop and help him finish cleaning. And then Amelia has to tell the audience the lesson she learned this week. And she's like, when I only focus on the negative of my life, I get anxiety, and it helps me. Well, actually, it doesn't help me. It makes me perform worse.
I sure do love having depression.
Rabbit Hatch Radio does not condone the positive depictions of depression. Depression is quite bad, and we love you. You can always.
I think we have to tell people that depression is bad.
You can always take pop a squat near near us. We'll cheer you up. I promise.
Yeah, no.
Either that or one of us is going to insult you.
Don't listen to Morgan.
Yeah.
We'll insult Morgan.
No. We just if anything, we're just gonna insult each other.
While you
Dom,
while you watch.
Dom, more like dumb.
Whatever you say, Morgana from Persona 5.
I'm gonna strangle you. It's gonna happen. Gia, how do you feel about how do you feel about Power Rangers Dino Fury?
I'm not done. Ollie gets bad. Ollie gets bad luck. Ollie gets bad luck and fucking almost dies. And they're like, you can't blame it on bad luck. Not gonna lie, if I was Ollie in that moment, would have gone like, "Oh, you guys are so fucking funny, huh? Fuck you guys."
Imagine randomly Power Rangers like disregards its family-friendly like audience, and all of a sudden, man, fuck all y'all.
Just a Power Rangers season, but the cast acts like Toei's worst nightmare and just assault each other all the time. God, we need to write a Power Rangers season, just us.
Bro, if we this isn't that what bridging is for?
Exactly. Wait out for Power Rangers Dino Fury the Abridged coming to a. So Dom, what do you think? What do you think about Dino Fury episode 6?
Were we trying to work on the Ryu Soldier thing, but I never did my lines.
You never did your lines.
Ryu Soldier Abridged is coming on April Fools. Go ahead, speak, Dom.
Of 2022?
What did you think about Dino Fury?
I think Dino Fury is quite good, but I'd rather have Ryu Soldier Abridged.
Alright, it's been a good episode of Rabbit Hatch Radio.
Alright, pack it up. Who cares about the 50th bullshit? They pack it up. We're done here.
Like, man.
So what do you think about this show, Dom?
I think that Dino Fury is pretty good. Again, it's going with the whole Voltron thing of being able to swap who's the head. I'm pretty sure that's what was already a thing in Real Soldier, but yeah. I really like that idea.
I don't know what the show you're talking about, Real Soldier. I don't know.
Ryu's soul change.
Ryu's soul change.
No one's gonna get that joke.
Unless I'm able to complete it, then people will get it. If Ryu Soldier Bridged ever comes back, it comes out. It has to come out. It has to come back. If it ever comes out, come back to this video and you'll get the reference.
And come back and yell at me. Me specifically.
Fuck you, Dom.
So yeah, do you have any other thoughts about this show, Dom, other than it's good?
I feel like I think what they're doing with the dialogue, at the moment it's more like ironically funny. I think they should just go all in and just go just satirical humor. Talk about her friends actually oomph, full on Twitter language.
Yeah, there's gonna be there needs to be a scene where Void Knight starts going ranting about his evil plans to the team, and then Izzy just goes ratio, and then the entire team just stares at her.
Or just canceled.
We need to cancel Void Knight, guys. Let's use the Ranger hotline.
I swear to God, if they establish their own social media by the end of the show, I'm out.
I'm
quitting.
If Izzy doesn't say your mom by episode 50, I'm gonna scream.
You know who else is trying to get the Spore X? My mom.
My mom. Every time I think.
So you see, the green guy, he says my mom instead of your mom. It's fucking.
What a nice park. I hope nothing irregular happens.
I hope not. It's just a regular show.
Damn.
Morgan, what did you think of Dino Fury?
Was regular show just as tokusatsu but animated?
Dom's no longer allowed to speak. Morgan, what did you think of Dino Fury?
Insert it was fine stinger effect here.
It's just gonna be the vine thud.
I'm gonna stare at your icon until you say something meaningful.
Izzy said cringe, and frankly, that's all I need in a Power Rangers episode.
Alright, but I'll take that.
I was about to say, you're gonna be stuck in it looking at Sean Yoon for a while.
I don't know who that is. I thought that was fucking Stephen Stone from Gen 3 of Pokemon.
No, I don't know who he is either. I think I have him in Genshin Impact. I haven't played in months.
Ice Genshin Impact. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Yeah, go.
What did you think about Dino Fury? And I'll tell you right now.
Don't tell us.
Did Gia morph into Pop when we weren't looking?
So, Dino Fury is... I think it's pretty good. Honestly, I think it's been the best Ranger season in years, just with these first 6 episodes. Because I tried watching Beast Morphers, and yeah, Steel was still the best character, like Jay was in Go Busters, but like the one problem I had with Beast Morphers is that the issues are like the lessons of the week, kind of made the characters feel like fucking like assholes. Like there's a, since they have like the robot buddies from Go Busters, in season 2 of the show, when they've already been through a lot with their partners, some random guy, or not even random guy, like some guy that the Red Ranger should have no trust in, just goes, "Hey, your robot buddy looks kind of useless," and so he just goes, "Fuck, what if he's right?" It's like, why would you do that? And I think the lessons are more reasonable here, of just, hey, don't focus on the negative, or else, you know, you'll be able to just be a fucking sad sack and you'll be able to do much. Or, you know, the lesson from last week of, hey, maybe being a good person is better than winning. I mean, on paper, you know, that might sound a bit of a bad lesson, but it makes sense for Izzy, since Izzy's like a teenager in high school who's still kind of a cocky bitch sometimes.
Occasionally.
The dialogue, again, is just fucking amazing. Bro, I'd take a Sporix Beast over Algebra any day. Thanks, fam. Bro, never, you know, I realized it's not Power Rangers Dino Fury I like. It's just Izzy and Void Knight. Can I have a show of just them going back and forth? Can they start a podcast?
Bro, if they start like can they start like a podcast for Robo Knight?
Hello, humans of the Earth. I am Robo Knight. Welcome back to the
instead of
RoboCast.
our thing being like Toma, Kento, and Rinteto, can we just be those 3?
Robo Knight, Void Knight, and Izzy?
Yeah.
Fuck
Ratio!
Actually, fun fact. On Toku Twitter, there was a poll for the gayest Power Ranger characters ever, and Void Knight got second place.
Because he's gay!
I am Robo Knight, lover of men, protector of the planet.
I am Robo Knight, protector of nature, and also lover of men.
Troy.
I am Robo Knight.
Troy.
Enjoyer of men.
Troy.
Protector of worlds.
Red Ranger, give me a smooch, will you?
Troy, hand over the smooches.
Okay, that sounds more like fucking seductive, like fucking Markiplier is trying to seduce you in one of his YouTube videos.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier.
Is
and
Robo
today
Knight
we're
Markiplier?
playing you.
Hello, you fucking citizens
Today
of the
we're playing
planet.
with
My name
your
is Robo Knight.
emotions.
Today I'm gonna be beating up these monsters of pollution to protect the planet.
but no, they had to get replaced by bugs and robots.
Yep. So yeah,
Just like my favorite show ever. I was about to say Kamen Rider. No, Power Rangers Super Mega Force.
the dialogue's good. The fights are honestly pretty fun. I still love how much they're using original footage. It especially works better considering Izzy and stuff. I am excited because apparently there has been rumors that the Gold Ranger might be showing up soon. And I absolutely love Ryusoul Gold's suit. I just think it's the best suit out of the whole season. I just off the bat, I already love the Ryu Soldier suits, and Gold's just so cool. And also, it's rumored to be played by a black actor. And I always love seeing more of my culture represented in Power Rangers.
Bro, the Mexicans have too much representation. Like,
no, Dom.
These come from
these white people. I kind
Bro,
of thought about that the other day of how much everyone's favorite seasons are just like all filled with white people. Like I thought about my favorite season, Jungle Fury, and I was like, it really was just one Asian and 4 white people, and the Asian wasn't even the leader.
There's more than just 4.
I said
Daishi.
I said one Asian and 4 white people. I don't count.
No, you have like.
I don't count those two as part of the team, and plus they're both white anyways.
What about the extra? What about the Masters they added just for Jungle Fury?
Weren't they all also white?
Hold on.
Wait, no. The hold up, Dolphin. That's the one.
All of them were white, except for like the Blue Ranger and like the fucking Kangaroo Master guy.
Yeah, no, that woman looks white.
God, shut up.
No.
Why is her name? I haven't watched Jungle Fury in forever. Why is her name Master Gwyn?
I don't know, but
Because
she
she's
looks
a
pretty white.
penguin.
Can I block you?
That's literally that's her animal spirit. It's a penguin.
I know.
I think that guy's white. That guy's definitely white.
Alright, fine. My point's gone.
White.
Welcome to the Rabbit Hatch Radio, where I keep trying to prove myself as correct over Dom.
Maybe white.
At this point, it's just me and
That
Gia,
is
like arguing
that is
with.
Alright.
that is vaguely an Asian stereotype.
I feel like honestly, you know, this might be like a 2-hour episode, so let's get to the 50th anniversary stuff in order, starting with the first announcement. Futo P Anime, the manga that was created off Kamen Rider Double like a couple years back, is being animated into an anime.
I was about to say, like, what is it going to be animated into GIFs?
Shut up. How do you guys feel about that?
As the only person here who's touched the manga, bro, this is going to be like, considering how this is probably going to be a lot of people's like introduction to writer, since there's like.
Well, all right, bitch. As the only person who's finished Double here.
Yeah, but like this could be like, you don't understand. Like Tokime gets like naked and the.
That's the thing. They can be more crazy in the manga, and I'm gonna love to see that. Plus, they had Fang Trigger. That's gonna be cool as hell.
I'm just excited to see like the road dopant. Like, there's a lot of stuff they like introduced. Like Terui's been there from what I've read, but he's just been like in the background being a cop.
He's probably tending to his wife.
Oh yeah, no. They bring up Akiko. No, wait, no. Akiko's just at the agency.
Well, she doesn't have her job herself.
Like, she's been saying, like, wow, Philip and Tokime are, like, exactly the same. And they say the exact same thing together. Like, shut up.
So, extra things about the actual anime. One, it got licensed by Funimation, which means that April Fool's tweet actually meant something. And two, with it being on Funimation, there's also the possibility that not only will we be, like, legally able to watch it, but we also could get a dub.
And it might be on Adult Swim.
Yeah, in which that would honestly be just so cool. Like, the most Kamen Rider we have on TV as of right now is literally I think it's just Kuga and Ichigo, since Tokusatsu or Shout Factory. Shout Factory has like an actual TV channel, which I actually stumbled upon one time, which they just have Kuga and Ichigo playing.
But they also announced that they're going to be airing 01 review.
Yeah, a little extra news that I guess we can touch on real quick. Ryuki and 01's also being brought over, and I think that's really cool, especially as, you know, the world famous Ryuki guy. Haha. Yeah.
I am world famous Naki Kinney, and I say, let's go.
Yeah, 01, that will be obviously pretty cool to come over.
I mean, 01's getting a physical release too.
Yeah, physical release. You can own a DVD copy of 01.
Dude, I can wait 3 days. I can wait for 3 years, buy 01 on DVD, and go, now I am God.
Yeah. I will feel pretty cool if I can sit down my little brother and turn on an episode of Ryuki, and he'll be like, what the hell is this? What are they saying? Why are they Japanese?
Why is that man in the wall?
Why the fuck is there a spider in the mirror?
What is that loud screeching that plays in every episode?
It's like a dog whistle. The entire like neighborhood just starts barking.
So I kind of have like semi off topic question, but also on topic question for Fudo Detective Anime. If this did get a dub, out of all the English voice actors you know, who would you two want to play? Who would you two want to see play as Shredder and Philip?
In the dub?
Yes. If we do get a dub, I already have my two. I think they're pretty decent picks.
Don't mind me.
I think. I know this is a meme between the three of us, but like, I think Johnny Young Bosch would actually be a decent Shredder.
Okay, but we're gonna listen to his voice and be like, we're just gonna be. We're
all just gonna collectively go, "Oh my god."
You'd be like, "Hey,
I mean,
hey, Philip, I need you to go into the Gaia library."
Hold on, wait.
I need to listen to.
This ties into who I want to be. This ties into who I wanted to be for Philip. Say the line again, Gia.
Hey, Philip, I need you to go into the Gaia library.
Of course. Do you have any keywords you'd like to mention?
I don't know who that's supposed to be.
L.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I had that. I had that thought too running through my head. L. The dub L would be an amazing Philip. So she's basically the same fucking character.
Actually, part of me wants to have like Alex Lee play Philip, the Zenitsu, or like.
Okay. Here's my two picks for them. I feel like this might sound weird at first, but if I like try to hear it in my head, I think it actually would be pretty alright. So for Shotaro, Billy Comets, dub Josuke and Gallo from Poor Mare.
Alright.
And for Philip, even though I hate his fucking face and I'm tired of his voice, Bryce Pappenbrook.
Oh my god.
But this also brings up the question: who would you have voice Terui?
Johnny Young Bosch.
Johnny Young Bosch.
That's the one. That's the one.
I don't know. I don't know who'd make a good Terui. Honestly,
someone who's angry.
Angry. Just get Dub Bakugo. Fuck it.
Let me.
Hey, Shotaro! I'm a common writer.
Why does he sound like a Power Rangers villain?
No, head shit. Oh my god! Wait, if there is going to be a dub, are they going to say transform? Like, it's not going to be too big of a deal, but like, you know, people are going to complain.
I hope they at
Shotaro, you
least
fucking nerd. Was that not funny?
Yeah, it was funny. I laughed. I just forgot.
Yeah, no,
shit. I'm not gonna. No. I realized how mean that sounded. Genuinely, I'm sorry.
Shut up.
Gee, I'm sorry.
I think at this point, like, all our jokes about bullying each other are just actual bullying.
Oh my god.
Clifford Chapin. That is dub Bakugo.
So
I'm trying to think.
Double anime. It's gonna be cool, right?
Bro, it's. This is gonna be like one of the first, not even one of the first. I'm just gonna be one of the few animes I tune into weekly.
I do have some hopes, like general hopes. I know they got both of them back for Memory of Heroes, but I really hope they get the two like music artists who collaborated for WX and Over Again to make the anime opening for the anime.
So you want WX3?
Yes. I think it'll be so good, but if they can't, I guess it's fine. Whatever, I guess.
Honestly, personally, I think they should get.
If they can make both the opening and the ending, thank you.
I mean,
actually,
like,
no. You know who could make a good ending? What would be a perfect ending?
Don't say Sokichi's voice actor.
Damn it!
Actor.
That's what, bro. Like you have the opening as the singers of WX, and then you have Sokichi's actor, who's already a singer, who made Nobody's Perfect, the absolute ultimate banger, and he does the ending.
They could probably just use Nobody's Perfect.
But that's lame. I wanted to make a new song. A new
song.
You're song.
Lucky that you got Over Again.
I want a new song. I'm a writer fan. I'm greedy. I want more. I want an ending with Sokichi, please.
Bro, he is gonna be the guy who gets like everything he ever wanted, and then he's gonna be like,
More.
okay, is there more?
So I heavily doubt they're gonna, even if they try to get some of the cast back, they probably won't ever get like the entire cast. So I assume they're just gonna pick up some random anime VAs.
Some random Joe Schmo. Actually, Matt Mercer might be on it.
So I'm talking about like Japanese wise. Like I feel like just gonna pick
Oh yeah, I
up.
know.
You know who I think could play a good Axel or Terry? Since they probably can't get the actor back. I think the guy who played Bruno Bucciolati. Since one, he already has lots of roles in Toku already. Or he showed up in Toku once with his voice. I feel like he could play a good Axel.
They're gonna play like the entire
Henshin?
teaser, and then it's gonna be having an entire like the screen's gonna be black, and it's just gonna be a voice line. Dia's gonna know.
Yeah, I have this strange ability to recognize Bruno Bucciolati from Golden Wind's voice whenever I hear it.
The dub?
No, the sub. Because literally, like, whenever I hear it, I just go, is that Bruno Bucciolati? And then Dom goes, wait, let me check. And then, like, 2 seconds later, he just goes, God damn it, Gia.
It all started when we sat down and watched Talentless Nanana, which is a good anime, by the way. You should probably check that out. But
watch
only if you can handle your blood.
And
but, like,
emotional manipulation.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
death. And, okay, it's a lot. There's a lot of shit. Make sure you, like, check it first.
Yeah.
But, like,
I noticed one of the two main characters is voiced by Bruno, and I didn't even check, and I just go, is that Bruno Bucciolati?
and it took me like a minute since was still fairly new. But, like, Jesus Christ, why do you have a sixth sense for only Bruno Bucciolati?
It doesn't even have to be like a sentence that he has to say. Can you say like one word and I'm like, is that Bruno?
He just has to say, like...
Jesus fuck, bro. What the hell the metal rings over there?
not the keys. Yeah, no, I think, like, Bruno could, like, breathe and he'd know. Is that Bruno Bucciolati?
So, as three of us here, three writer fans who have, one, never seen Black, two, never really seen a show or season in general, and three, probably won't even care. What do y'all think about Black Sun?
It better be more entertaining than, like, those first opening episodes of Amazon's.
Oh yeah, no. Like, I know Amazon's was all about, like, trying to focus more on the writing and, like, you know, all that good stuff, but, like, bro, your first episode is, like, 45 minutes long, and it's, like, 44 minutes with no common writers, bro. Like, where the hell are the common writers at?
I can hear Kentaro from here.
45 minutes I think is fine. I think Amazon's episode 1, as fucking boring as it is fine. It's the start.
Why are we talking about Amazon's? I just bringing up Amazon's as an example.
No.
Talking about Black Sun.
I just want to say to chill Kentaro out. I think that it's fine.
Oh yeah, no, Amazon's Amazon is a good season
because a lot of beginning episodes of dramas in general are kind of slow.
Amazon's is definitely good. Don't worry, Kentaro.
Amazon's is... I like the idea behind Amazon's. I just wish it was a little quicker.
Yes.
That's the only thing I can really say about it.
So, like, you know, touch his fingertips. Like,
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
If Black Sun's gonna be a Kamen Rider Black reboot in the same style of Amazon's, it's aimed for an adult audience. It's probably gonna be bloody and shit. We're probably gonna see, like, fucking Kamen Rider Black punch somebody's dick off or something. He's gonna run over a guy. He's gonna pull out a gun and shoot a guy. You know, it's gonna be like GTA 5, but it's just gonna be the entire first episode. It's gonna be a GTA 5 mob with the Kamen Rider Black skin mod.
It's not even going to be like a Black reboot. It's just gonna be like Joker, but with Black.
I thought at first my life was a tragedy, but then I realized it's actually a reboot of Kamen Rider Black.
It reminds me of that tweet I made regarding the whole thing with Yakita. the original black actor.
Oh yeah, he's kind of an asshole.
I remember saying like how I said that the idea that he was being super petty was actually kind of funny to me.
Jesus Christ, dog.
No. What I said was
It's
that
nothing but amusing to me.
What I mean is, I think the idea of him going like, "Hey, I'm Kamen Rider Black. Can I borrow like $7,000?" And they're just like, "Hey, what do you mean there's gonna be a new Black?" And he's just like, "I am the Joker now."
You see, I used to think my life was a tragedy.
Yeah, no. The fact
Now
that
I
he can...
realize it's getting denied out of Kamen Rider Black Sun.
He's an old man. Even if he didn't do that whole thing, then like, if he didn't,
I know.
if he didn't like do that whole money thing, then like, I think that.
What would he do as an old man? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like Ichigo had to get like an. It was obvious that Ichigo had to get like an actor to be him in suit, but like.
So like just I feel really Black's like last hurrah was Tyson GP. He was on his last legs there.
That is the worst note to go on.
Not Tyson GP.
Like I know that guy's like a trash bag, but like.
Not Tyson GP.
Not Tyson GP.
Not Kamen Rider Sango.
I blame everything on Sango.
It was him who caused this.
Stubbed my toe, Sango. Cancelled my favorite show, Sango.
Wife fucked my best friend. It was probably Sango.
I hate this fucking podcast!
Caught Sango in my shower. It wasn't me.
Who's that guy? It's Sango.
Sinner, who's that guy? I saw him in the bed with my wife.
It's a trashy podcast.
Fucking art, trap.
There's like other Toku podcasts who try to have like an hour, 2 hour long discussion on one episode of something, or like try to talk about like a certain topic or a specific thing, and then there's just us over here, kind of just fucking around.
We're a Tokusatsu based podcast only in name.
We're the everyman podcast.
But like. We're heavily biased towards Tokusatsu fans. Like Masahiro Inoue, please answer my DMs.
Atsuhiro Inukai, please answer my Instagram DMs. It's been months.
Thouser's actor, why the fuck are you at Google?
Bro, you can't even say that. Thouser's actor is actually a chill dude.
That's the thing, though. Like, as much as he is chill, he's accepted the fact that like children fucking hate him.
But like, if you play the Joker, then you've got to expect like little kids are gonna like want you dead.
But like everyone loves Mark Hamill.
That's because he's also Luke Skywalker.
What if he wasn't Luke Skywalker?
Then people would probably want him dead.
Children would harass him.
How would children harass them? They could like fucking start up their own Gmails for the first time at 5 years old and go, "Hey, Mark Hamill." How'd they find Mark Hamill's email?
If he goes out to like Albertsons or like whatever the equivalent is, like the Food Lion or whatever.
I promise. I promise we talk about Tokusatsu on this show.
If he goes to like Food Lion, then Mark Hamill's gonna get like harassed. Speaking of, I think there is gonna be like. There might be a flashback to Skull. That might just be me having a Mandela effect. But if there is a flashback to Skull, I want either Mark Hamill or like Matthew Mercer to voice Tsukichi.
Just get the guy who plays Ryo in Shenmue. Do you know where I can find the Dopant?
Like, but no, he didn't even have. We watched the movie last night. He didn't have his memory for all that long.
Do you know where I can find the suspect in this case?
Do you know? Do you know where these Gaia memories are coming from?
Do you know why nobody's perfect?
Oh yeah, should we do a little mini review of your
Shin
thoughts on
Kamen
O's
Rider.
double? Oh yeah.
I would have been hyped for Shin Kamen Rider if I wasn't like self-convinced to stay up. Also, partially because of Dom. Fuck Dom.
Dude, that was your choice.
But two of you were there. I had to round it out. We're a trio.
I was gonna stay. I was gonna stay up regardless of whatever the fuck YouTube did. My sleep schedule is just unhealthy.
It was such an adventure waiting up to the press conference because
tried Metal
no.
Gear and tried to cook a pizza.
Everyone in my
call.
house was asleep. It was like 2 a.m. I snuck down to get the leftover Little Caesars and microwave it, and it was just like every noise I made scared me to death.
Yeah, no. I feel like, you know how with everything, how like Evangelion people are like, you don't get anime if you haven't watched Evangelion. I feel like if Shin Rider is gonna open up like gatekeeping even more so.
If you haven't seen Kamen Rider Shin and haven't seen the fucking scene where they're in the pool and you can see the woman's titties, then you don't really understand Kamen Rider.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a Keita Amiya work.
I'm only saying that because during the weekend, Kentaros showed us Kamen Rider Shin as like a group, and there's actual like fucking nudity in the movie. We're just like, whoa!
Did Keita Amiya work on that?
That's even funnier.
I need to, because that sounds like something he would do. Every end villain of Garo has literally been a giant naked woman.
Oh yeah, I think it is Garo, the Garo guy.
I watched Kamen Rider Shin on my own one time because I was so starved for writer content, and
You sound depressed.
we're not getting into that right now, but
Oh wait, no, he was just the director for both J Zeto. He was the SFX. He was the effects director for Shin. That was about it.
Cool, makes sense. I think Shin Kamen Rider will be probably cool from like the concept art they showed of like fucking Ichigo in a trench coat. I definitely like how it looks just from that concept shot. I don't know anything else about the movie because that's all we know. It's gonna come.
The only
out
thing
in
I
2
know
years.
is that Hideki Anno is a big Rider fan to the point where he even hid like a Smart Brain logo randomly in Shin Godzilla.
What I feel like if I can make a guess just from the concept shot of the movie, I know a lot of people hate when people just like I feel like I know everything that's gonna happen in this movie based on one fucking image, but like it basically looks like it's gonna be a mix of like the first and Zeto, which basically what I'm saying is I think it's gonna be the first but good. That's my guess for Shin Kamen Rider.
I hope it's good.
Me too. Waiting 2 years for it.
If it's just fucking the first upscaled in the 4K and I'm waiting fucking 2 years for this bullshit, I'm gonna be so
You waited
fucking
2
mad.
years for water crystals.
Yeah, you see, the reason it took so long to upscale is because they're upscaling on like a fucking Windows 7 computer, and it took 2
They're
years.
upscaling on Windows
It's like
XP.
Nintendo.
Yeah, the Windows 98 servers.
Windows 98 servers, and for some reason they're like supercomputers running really fucking slow on the internet, even though you wouldn't need it in order to upscale.
It's a quantum computer that can't even run Fortnite.
To be fair, you need high specs to run.
Thanks for tuning in to Rabbit Hatch Radio.
Dom's birthday was today. Go say
It's
hi.
not
Go
today.
say- when it releases, when this episode releases, it'll be today.
I'm gonna try to release it literally today, and when you were wrong, the look on your face will be so shocking.
You have to work-
I
we
am
have to work-
going to strangle you. You
You have to
will
work
not
for, like, 3
survive.
hours. You will not survive the winter.
So yeah, no more bleeping it out. It's one of our birthdays on April 7th. Dom, what do you have to say? And that's all the time we got for Rabbit Hatch Radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's all he
it.
has,
Go to his Twitter and like Wait, Dom, what's your at since
Harass
you change it
me, please.
every couple months? What's your at?
Wait, what?
What's your at today? What's your at this time?
It's to swing the bat.
To swing the bat?
Yes.
Okay. To swing the bat, all one word, since you know that's how I fucking work. Go at Dom and say, hey, your opinions are kind of cool.
No, I want them to be brutally honest.
Oh, go ahead. Call him the fucking fucker. I don't know. Add him and say you'll fuck his mom.
Call him the incorrect slur.
What? What is that? What?
What's that?
Alright, I'm not letting Morgan give more context to that. Thank you.
I wasn't gonna give more context. That's all you're getting.
Also,
call me a slur, but not one I find offensive.
Thanks for tuning in to Rabbit Hatch Radio. I've been your host, one of your hosts, Gia. I might as well be one of the old fucking hosts with these two around.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
You know what? We were joking about it, but next episode's just gonna be you.
I'm not gonna show up to recording. I'm gonna be in an eternal stasis.
Bro, you can't even do that because, like, those Gia clones are gonna drag us back. They're gonna pitchforks right now. I see them.
Alright, so yeah, thanks for tuning in to Rabbit Hatch Radio. Next week we'll probably be, like, watching Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Bye-bye.
Bye.